Şimdi de o halde şehirlerin nasıl akıllanacağı ile ilgili bir iki fikir, bilgi alışverişinde bulunalım. Cemalto Ülke Müdürü Bay Ronnie Cohen bizlerle birlikte olacak. Nesnelerin interneti. Yine inanılmaz bir ana başlık, müthiş bir ana başlık sunumunu yapmak üzere bizlerle olacak. Ladies and gentlemen, now time's up for Mr. Ronnie Cohen. Maybe a bit time more. Just wait for a while, then we're gonna invite him. Bu arada yarışma ile ilgili bilgiyi hatırlatayım size. Toplantımızın sonunda ödül veriliyor olacak. Star konuşmacımıza çok teşekkür ederiz. Gerçekten müthiş bir konuşmaydı. Biz de biraz nefeslendikten sonra hemen ardından Bay Cohen'in konuşmasını dinliyor olacağız. Onun ardından biliyorsunuz Bay Shahar Friedman geliyor olacak. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Great to see you.
Yeah. Is everything
It's
okay?
a pleasure to be here. My name is Ronnie Cohen, and I work for Gemalto. So those of you who came for one ticket to Gemalto were lucky enough to get one ticket with two Gemalto shows. So I'm going to emphasize and talk about mostly on Gemalto M2M, Internet of Things, and the security measures that we talked about along this day. Mr. King, it was a fascinating presentation. As a matter of fact, most of the technology you have mentioned and raised are already inside my presentation. So we're going to actually see it for real, what's M2M and how machines are going to be the next thing in our technology revolution.
Life is a journey filled with precious moments. And our precious time flies. The little ones grow up. Our close ones move away, and dear ones depart. The moments that we share, they are unique. Those moments complete life's puzzle, and they make the journey worth it. Life's moment is now. Bustling cities,
People come together, enjoying those special moments.
we are interconnected. We are tapping into smarter technologies, trusting them to bring us closer. We are trusting technology to help us take better care of one another. We are trusting technology to make sure we don't miss the special moments. Cities are getting smarter for sharing life's moments. The digital promise of our connected world, with all its smart devices and digital services, would be nothing without the trust we place in the technology around us. The trust we place in each other. and the trust we place in life's journey. Let's build that trust.
By the way, Mr. King, I just got 500,000 Turkish lira. Am I supposed to return them to you? Where are you? It worked. It's working, and it's already here. You can be sure that all of these technologies that Mr. King showed you before, they are not in 10, 15 years. They're already here, they are working, and we at Gemalto are supporting and helping all of those countries and governments and companies to achieve this goal of, everything into the machine and into the cloud. A few words about Gemalto as a company. If somebody here doesn't know, Gemalto is the global leading company in the digital security. This is our business. It has been like that for over 20 years. We have about 2 billion people using our technologies. Most of you most likely don't even know that, but you're using Gemalto technologies on your mobile phone with the SIM card, for example, on your credit cards, the chips on your credit cards, also part of Gemalto technologies, and your passports, driver license, etc. All of the chips are based on Gemalto technologies. Over 2.5 billion euros in revenue, and we have, sorry about that, we have about 14,000 employees. We are present in 180 countries around the globe, and we have about 3,000 R&D engineers. Just in 2014, we had about 114 patents, our own patents, part of thousands of patents that we already own. So in short, we are unique, we are global, and we are innovative. Just to touch a little bit about the sectors or the segments that Gemalto is involved. Of course, you can see on the left, the mobile phone industries is huge. We have about 500 network operators partnering with us, especially for the SIMs, but also for other data-related applications. And the Internet of Things, we're going to talk about it a little bit further, but in the Internet of Things, we are we are leader in this segment, and as you could saw from before on the transportations, you heard in the morning some presentations about transportations. We're already there with our own devices. On the financial segments, just a few words. Right now, with the mobile phone, you can do a lot of transactions, actually. This is going to be your digital wallet, actually. Of course, we still need the credit cards and the cards itself, but very soon, those financial premises will go through a big change in the industry. We're also in the government, as I mentioned before, passports, e-driver license, etc., and also in the enterprise. Gemalto M2M offering. When we say M2M, I mean what we talked about the whole day. Machines are going to dictate our daily life. So it means machine-to-machine applications. What it means that we have our own devices that can make the communications between machines and between machines to people. And all of this big technology revolution that we're going through, it's now getting the name of Internet of Things, or IoT, as you know it. M2M is the segment, is the engine that drives machine to machine into the IoT today. So from a hardware company that only used wireless modules and SIM cards and MIMs. Now we are going into the connectivity and the application as well. So Gemalto can offer you the full turnkey solution for all your needs. So if we talk about a new product into the market and you want it to be in the Internet of Things, Gemalto is your right partner to start with. We see some nice icons from all over the globe. You probably know some of them already. And even in this beautiful city of Istanbul, we're going to see some huge amount of technology coming into the city. What it means, what does it tell us, all of these huge opportunities in technologies? For thousands of years, those cities built, around them huge walls. Even this city, Istanbul. And those walls were here to protect from invaders, from attackers, from all kinds of threats. In today's technology, we don't need all of these walls anymore. We don't need all of these bricks. We can build them virtually. We can build them with technology. Meaning you can today protect a city, a smart city, with just digital codes, with just numbers. And this is amazing. One of the biggest challenges of big cities today, as they get more and more crowded and you have more and more complex areas, is how to build, for example, homeland security to big cities. Where do you start? How do you divide all of this huge amount of data? How do you analyze it? So this is our biggest challenge, I would say, for the next 100 years. So we come from the M2M machine to machine. We protect you with security. We have the expertise. We have the support and the partnership with the right people and the right companies, and we are reliable. If you ask yourself, why should I choose Gemalto to be my partner? Here's just a few distinguished customers of ours. Some of you may know, some of you don't. But as you can see, you have a lot of automotive companies. The whole connected cars things is getting a big buzz in the market. So we're already there. We already, as you can see in the point of sale, we are the leader around the globe with point of sale solutions, and also in the security market. Home alarm panels all over the world, consisting also with our technology inside. So if you see all of this, you will know that you got the right partner with you. How do we deal with our customers? First of all, we are global, so we are all over the world. We have engineers, we have representatives in every corner of the world. So we are global, and we also treat you 24/7, 365 days a year. What we do, we help our customers to design their product from scratch, from the idea, and we also follow through with the schematics review, prototypes, smooth and flexible organization. From the idea part all the way until the after-sale service. If you come to us after 4 or 5 years and you would say, look, we need a new product, we need a new generation product, that it could connect to the IoT, this is our job also to show you the way. And here we are from 2015 above, we have millions and millions of modules being sold to our customers, and there is a good reason for it. Where the technology goes. So as you can see from this slide, the experts are predicting that in 2020 there will be 50 billion devices connected to each other. Some of them are even talking about 80 billion. And some of them are saying that 1.5 billion cars will be connected. These are enormous numbers. And as you can imagine, it's the human ourselves, we have our limit of 3-4 billion people around the globe using mobile. Think about the amount of devices out there. Think about the infrastructure that we will need to build to those devices. It's a huge amount. Are we ready for that? Of course, those 50 billion also are going to be distributed among these special technologies. On the top is the wide range technologies, what we know from the mobile phone, 3G, 4G, GSM. We also have the Sigfox and the LoRa. And in the middle is the local area networks. This is like a smart city type of communication. So all of this, we're talking about technologies which will be done wirelessly. Machines will connect it to machines wirelessly with no human touch, and the human could enjoy that. And on the bottom, of course, the short-range technologies. So from, just touching a little bit from the 3G and 4G, you can imagine that all of these interactive technologies will be ready for us for any given time, for any reason we would like to get some information instantly. Just to look at the volume, the enormous amount of volume that is expected to grow in the next 5 years. It's going to triple itself within 5 years, just the volume. The key question here, are we ready for that? Are we secure enough? It's a big question. Everybody touched a little bit here on the security level. And this is where Gemalto has a lot to offer, from the experience and from the standardization that's going through around the globe. In 2020, most likely, this is going to be a little different, on the segments. You see consumer, automotive, industrial, It could be that the consumer will go down and the industrial will move up, and there is a good reason for it. When it comes to industrial, there will be some government applications and standards. So not all the consumer market will be able to do whatever they want as they do it today. Also, we're going to identify 2 usages in the 2G and up to 4G. There will be some applications from the Internet of Things which will only require 2G or 4G, but limited 4G, lower category. While if you need the wideband or you need the high speed, you most likely will find yourself in LTE Advanced. In LTE Advanced, for example, we have car manufacturers that develop and selling their cars with infotainment inside already. Focus on security, of course. So we can identify 2 attitudes. One attitude is basically to sit still, stay where you are and say, well, if a disaster will happen, then I will take care of it. But guess what? If you wait until disaster happens, maybe you will be out of the game after that. So it's better, we believe in Gemalto, that if you take a proactive action and you go and take care of your security, whatever it is, it could be from a point of sale product or from a connected car product. If you take care of your security, then you will be better off once you hit the market. So we have different verticals in our M2M market. As you can see, smart grid. In Turkey itself, we have a lot of energy standardization. Smart metering is becoming a big thing here. For example, you have 21 distributors all over Turkey that now are being told to use smart energy applications. That means that those grids are going to send a report to a backend or a data user and you don't need to send technicians anymore. It also considered to be in gas metering and also in water metering. Connected cars, of course. We are very much would like to ride our cars with music, with infotainment, but we have to take care of all of these security issues. Mobile health, we saw the nice watch on the elderly or on patients. They don't need to go to the hospital anymore. They have these watches. But guess what? They also need to be kept, from privacy reasons. Nobody wants anybody to know about your conditions, right? On the point of sales as well, we're afraid of fraud. We're afraid of stolen identity. So all of these issues here, we take care of them in Gemalto because this is our business. Let's take smart grid security needs, for example. Governments around the globe, and especially in Europe, Europe is the leader as far as that, are right now setting up their standards and their rules and regulations about smart grid. And this is very important if you are in the smart grid business, because if you build now your new device, you will know that you have to follow up some governmental regulations. So Germany, UK, US as well, France are already with tough regulations. Turkey is on its way as well. So you can imagine that from the wind power field all the way to the end customer, there are a lot of keys. All of those keys are recommended by Gemalto to be protected. Don't we like to go in our car, connected car, and be able to connect to anybody we want? But as you can see from this slide, General Motors and BMW were exposed to all kinds of texting attack. With a simple laptop or a simple mobile phone, you can actually take control of the car. Can you imagine if you're driving 100 kilometers per hour and somebody else take control of your car, of your computer of the car? So this is where we're saying, okay, think about security before you go out there on the field. Same thing with alarm panels. You can actually jam the system before you enter the house, and it doesn't work. What do you do then? That's another threat. So in all of these bricks that we're building, we always have to think about, okay, where is the security layer? So in short, Gemalto can help you with securing the IoT from the device point of view. Yeah, if you have a device with the software stack on it, we can create for you the secure element. On the network, which network you're using and how secure it is, we can also direct you the right way. And what about the data that you are using? Is it authenticated? Does it have the trust? And last but not least, the ecosystem that you are in, and what government rules and regulation you have to follow. This is our expertise, and this is where we can bring you one step ahead of your competitors. So, to summarize that, Gemalto here is to protect what matters, when it matters, and when it matters. So all of this nice analysis that you have in the Internet of Things today, if you don't think about security, if you don't think about privacy, if you don't think about all of those pending issues, you will probably find yourself in a very dangerous area, and this is not something that you would like it to happen. So here we are here at Gemalto. We are here to support you anytime you need any kind of questions. Please feel free to contact me, and I will be happy to direct you to the right expert. Thank you very much for your attention, and looking forward to seeing you next time.
herkese. Thank you very much.